Hi everyone, here we are going to see about the Unit 4 continuation part. So in this presentation, we are going to see about the what is loyalty and what are the professionalism and loyalties are occur. Then we are going to see about the what are the respects for authorities available. In that there are two types. Let me see one by one. First thing, what is loyalty? So the loyalty means that is the quality of being true and faithful in one's support, that is known as the loyalty. So most of the senses of loyalties are agency loyalty, identification loyalty, and some duties of loyal employees. So these are belongs to one of the loyalty process. So what are the duties have been followed by the loyal employees means they have to avoid the conflicts of interest, they have to protect the confidential information, they have to be honest in making the estimations, they have to admit the one's errors. So these all things will be comes under the loyalty positions. So that is faithful is one's support in the loyalty. Next, professionalism and loyalty. Acting on the professional commitments, there will be a public that is more effective to serve the company than following the company orders. So loyalty have the employers that may be not been obeying one's immediate supervisors. So professional obligations are having both the employer and they have the public might strengthen the that rather than contradict to each other. So this will be occurs in the professional method of the loyal companies. Next is the respect for authority. So authority is the right to make their decisions. So they have the rights to direct the work of others and also give orders to others. So this authority powers will respected by everyone who makes the people more implement to others. So there will be two senses of authority. One is the institutional authority and another one is the expert authority. We all know that in institutions there is so many authority powers are there. So for that we have to give a respect, and they are only having the authority power persons only having the decisions to make their own. So that will be lead and followed by the other people who are following below the authority persons. Let me see in a brief explanation about the institutional authority and expert authority. So first thing will be the institutional authority. So that is the institutions will give a right person to exercise their power which is based on the resources of institutions. So it will be acquired, exercised and defined within the institutions, and also they have given to the individuals to perform their institutional duties which is assigned within the organizations. So there will be always a perfect match between the authority who have granted the qualifications that should be needed to exercise it. So this is the institutional authority that will be leads to the perfect matches. Next is it is the study of the exercises that will be used with the organization in the right given to the employees. They have the exercise powers and also they will complete their task and achieve their goals. So the duties of the resource allocations such as policy disseminations, recommendations, supervision, issue orders or directions on subordinates who are very vested to the institutional authority. For example, we can say that line managers and project managers have the institutional duty. They will make sure that the products or projects are completed successfully or not. So most of the characteristic features of institutional authorities are that they will allocate the money and other resources for their liberty in execution process. So this will be comes under the institutional authority process. Next is the expert authority. So this is that the position of special knowledge, skill or competences which should be perform some of the tasks to give sound advice. So in large companies, the engineers, advisors and consultants in the staff functions, they will can carry out the expert authority. So in the institutional authority, it is vested only with the line managers. So we will have the expert authority in other hand as a profession of special knowledge, skills and competences to perform their job through thoroughly. So they will have advice on jobs and also they have a staff functions. So it is also known as the authority of a leadership. So they will have the expert who are having the effective manner, that is advisors, experts and consultants in the organizations in a specific term. So the expert authority will having the special knowledge, skills and competences to perform their individual tasks or to advise the others in a perfect sounds. So in large companies, the engineers, advisors and consultants all will having the staff functions and they will carry out the expert authority. So in the institutional authority, they will having the line managers, that is that managers will be get the advice from the authority power and they will provides the data or everything details to the other persons who are below the expert authority. So this is the gain of the expert authority. Next we are going to see about the authority versus powers. So the authority is the legal right of superiors which will compel his subordinates to perform their certain actions. And power is the ability of the person to influence others to perform the actions. It may not have a legal sanctions. And the next thing will be it is delegated to individual by a supervisor, that is authority. Power is the earned by the individuals through his own efforts. And authority means it will be lies in the position that will be held in the authority changes with the position to positions. Power means it resists in individuals and even when the position has changed, his powers remains with him. Authority is mostly well defined and it has finite power, and power is undefined and it is having indefinite powers. So these are the differences between authority and power. Next we are going to see about the authority morally justified. So here we have the observations on authority, that is the employer will have the institutional authority. It may be direct engineers to do something that is not morally justified. So the engineers may feel that they have an institutional duty to obey the directive that is morally unjustified. But the moral duty here, all things will be considered to obey their details. So we have to decide that is the specific actions will be here on for institutional authority is moral and it should be justified. That is, we need to know whether the institutional goals are themselves that is morally permissible or desirable. So this act will violate the basic moral duties of the authority or morally justified. Zone of acceptance of authority. So all the authority power will having the zone of acceptance. So here we have the subordinate that is set to accept the authority powers. So they will permit the guide decisions of the superiors and they will examine the merits of the decision. That is Herbert Simon. Simon note that all the employees will be tend to have the zone of acceptance in what they are willing to accept their employer's authority. So within that the zone and individual will relaxing their critical faculties, that is they will permit the decisions of employer to guide them. So employees will be having does not to make a issue on questionable incidents on morality out of sense of a responsibility, and also they will having the to operate the risk of their jobs. So the problems will increases when employees slowly expand the boundaries of tolerances and rationalize it. Thank you.